I'm trying to make $1 million before I'm 30 years old. I'm currently 27 and about 7% of the way there. Last time we ended with me looking pretty banged up. Well, I needed surgery, and it wasn't cheap. I'm having surgery, and it's gonna be in a few days here on August 13th. I'm gonna be out of commission here for quite a while, so I'm trying to knock out all these chores and stuff before surgery time. Easy. Thanks. Have a good night. Thanks. Let me take you back. I was born with this rare skin and joint syndrome called Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, or hypermobile skin and joint syndrome. 1 in every 5,000 people have it, and I was lucky enough to get it pretty severe. I never really had pain or problems from it when I was young, but I was able to do some pretty insane stuff. Without touching my arm, I could separate my shoulder. It was pretty gross, which shows why my joints hurt and my skin is so damn stretchy. When I was 16, I started noticing some problems, especially with my knees. I had a lot of pain in my knee when I was working my high school job, which is weird because it felt like I was 80 at such a young age. Oh, look at this. Look at that. How stretchy that is. I saw the doctor at 16 years old, and that's when he diagnosed me with Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. Fast forward to when I was 22 years old, I did a swimming race versus my cousin. I pushed off the pool wall, left stroke, pop. Right stroke, pop. Left stroke, excruciating pop. Ever since then, I had problems with my shoulders. A few dislocations here and there, and I felt pretty normal for the most part. I continued to stay active, but then this happened. After I fell right on my left shoulder, I had constant dislocations in my arm, and I finally decided to get an MRI where we found a tear in my labrum which can only be fixed with surgery. The surgery would be to sew my shoulder cartilage back together and tighten it up, but having the hypermobile joints wouldn't fix it. There's really no other way to tell other than doing it. We got the surgery in May of 2024, and I didn't have to pay a dime being on my parents' insurance for the last year, and it seemed to have fixed it for the most part, but my other shoulder started to suffer compensating for the other. It kept getting worse and more dislocations were happening, so it was time to fix this one too.
Hello, may I speak to Jeremy?
Hi, this is Jeremy.
Hello, my name is Leslie. I'm calling from the Northwest Tucson Surgery Center, and this call is in regards to your procedure scheduled for Wednesday, August 13th.
It wasn't easy getting surgery scheduled. You can't just go to a doctor and get surgery. You need to see the doctor so they can see what's going on, so they can prove there's reason to do the procedure and to show the insurance company. The doctor needed an x-ray, and it wasn't conclusive, so I needed an MRI, which you have to pay for every step of the way. Okay, so we're off for tomorrow to continue editing, and I actually have a house shoot that I'm doing for my dad. He's a real estate agent, so I'm gonna actually go shoot another house for him, which is gonna be great. It's gonna be an extra $150 in our pocket. So we're doing that tomorrow, August 12th, Tuesday. My surgery was supposed to be in mid-September, but then I got a call August 7th, only 6 days before August 13th, that they could do my surgery earlier. It's a little nerve-wracking because I was set on September 10th, so I'm like, oh, it's in 4 or 5 weeks, and I was kind of mentally preparing for that, and then they're just like, oh no, it's actually gonna be in a couple days. It's a little scary because there's a few things I wanted to get done before, but I guess I gotta rush those. I had a lot to do beforehand, and I only had a little bit of time. I promised my dad I'd photograph a house for him, so I was in super crunch mode trying to do all that before I went under for my procedure. Plus, it would be a nice $150 in my pocket since I knew all the bills coming out. I shot another house for him a few weeks prior, so I had to stop at that other house first since the yard had an update to it and I needed pictures for the home listing. So I just got to the first house right now. I just got to take a few pictures of the backyard because they got rid of some these big tanks or whatever, so I got to take a few more pics of that. And then I'm off to the other house where I'm going to do a full interior. 5:57 right now, so I kind of have to hurry. 5:58, I don't want to run out of sunlight, so I'm just gonna go ahead, get this going real quick. I just finished shooting this first house. Now I'm gonna go over to the other house right now, which is in the same neighborhood, thank God. So I'm gonna just get that all over with. But then I still have to edit these photos and I have to edit them while post-surgery. So that will be fun. Here we go. Ugh. Just fine. Don't know what I'm doing. Feel like I am going crazy. Keep it down. You look good, you know it. I can tell. Just got to the house. turn on all the lights in the house. I'm gonna go finish the outside pictures so I can do the inside ones, and I have to do this real quick because we're running out of daylight. So I kind of got to be pretty fast about it. So, who's off? I just finished the downstairs, both parts of the outside, which is the backyard and the front yard. Now I gotta do upstairs. So I'm almost done. It's about 7 o'clock, so I really need to hurry. The things I do for my dad, I love you, night before my surgery. I am done, thank God. I am exhausted. It is 7:11. We finished right before sunset is gonna be going down and crazy. That was really hard. So now I need to turn off all the lights, get out of here, go home, shower, and have dinner. I'm so excited. I just finished up, packed up a bunch of stuff that they left us, so I gotta take this to the car. Nice Dyson vacuum. I don't know, this might be a little too big for the apartment, so I gotta see what we're gonna do with it, but got a bunch of other things, a few more things in the fridge I gotta get out of here. Just like that, gotta go home and edit now, and that'll be 150 bucks in my pocket, so I'm pretty happy about that. Pretty easy job, about an hour. Surgery is tomorrow morning. Did some good stuff. Also just wanted to report that I made an extra 50 bucks today. I told this football player who I filmed for during my internship this season that I would edit something for him here soon, so he sent me 50 bucks now, and then he'll send me another 50 later. That'll be a nice extra 50 bones and some editing I can do maybe while I'm down recovering. Not nervous, ready to fix my shoulder hopefully. That's it. Surgery tomorrow. Good morning, August 13th, reporting surgery day. I just got up a little bit ago. I gotta edit some pictures for some of the photos I took last night to get that over with before we have to actually go to the hospital. And then I will be very much not able to move for at least 3 months. It sucks, man, not being able to move. Just what it feels like to go through surgery. You just gotta do it. There's no other fix. If you tear your labrum or something in your shoulder, you can't fix it. You have to have surgery. I think my finances will take a slight hit because I was doing a lot of gigs here and there to try to gain some extra money, like on the weekends and stuff. I kind of just have to take a break and kind of go from there. I gotta be at the hospital at 9:45 a.m. My mom is picking me up in about an hour and a half. That's it, I gotta get a few things done before I get out of here. Happy surgery day.
Bright. Bright light!
Yeah. To the hospital.
Alright, let's go. I'm just kidding. Enough of this now.
I've been crawling from my own skin. A wolf gone sheepy.
Well, shoulder surgery is complete. Thank God. Just kind of wanted to go over the finances, the experience, stuff like that. Surgery itself wasn't too bad. Did the exact same surgery last year. Kind of know what to expect, but on my other shoulder. So this time it was the right shoulder. Let's talk about the finances for it. The MRI was $1,525.12. The surgery itself was $2,429.12. And then so far my pain medicine, which is an oxycodone, was $2.95. That was, all after insurance. All of surgery and the meds was $3,957.19. Surgery total was $4,318.01, but it was supposed to be $5,230.32, saving me $912.31. I got a 20% discount on my surgery and my MRI, literally just for asking for it. My original MRI appointment got bumped by a couple of weeks, so I was like, well, what can you guys do for me? How can you help me out? And they're like, we'll give you a 20% discount. All you had to do was ask. And I was like, That's it? I just get a 20% discount just for asking? And they're like, yeah. And I was like, okay, well, can I do it for my surgery as well? And they said, yeah. The only thing is, typically you can do a payment plan where you have 0 interest. But if you get a discount, you have to pay it in full. I'd rather just pay it off in full and get 20% off. So that's exactly what I did. And moral of the story is just don't be afraid to ask for discounts sometimes. I saved myself like $912. That's crazy. Yeah, what was the total again? Just so I have it. One more time.
Yeah, it's $2,429.12.
And what was the original balance again?
$3,036.40.
That's it. Recovery is going to be a while. 6 weeks until I'm in physical therapy, 3 months till I'm quote unquote normal, 6 months until I'm back to weightlifting, and then 1 year till I'm back to, you know, like real normal. But that's it. That's about $4,000, not counting any of the other expenses. It's probably going to equate to a total of like $5,000 with x-ray, doctor's visits, and some physical therapy, maybe even $5,500. We're just going to have to wait and see what all of that looks like, but I'm glad shoulder surgery is done. Sometimes the worst part can be the surgery itself, but since I did the exact same surgery last year, it wasn't too bad. But yeah, that's shoulder surgery. Long path to recovery.
See the shame is to blame. I can't win if I'm afraid of the game that I'm playing. I'll place a bet, make a bet. I can let I need to wait. Oh, yeah. I'm cutting ties, giving pride to my own thing. I'm learning life ain't just time that I'm killing. I got my eye on the prize and it's waiting. I feel it waiting.
Sorry, can you say that one more time, please?
Yes. So it's a balance for dates of service from last year, totaling $381.19.
I'm just very beyond frustrated. My shoulder popping out in the middle of the night.
Be denied due to not meeting your waiting period.
I'm having weird heart issues. This is my heart. I'll stop for a second. Are we almost there?